A lot of vets go away in the offseason, get away. Why was it you spent so much time here in Denver and in the gym?
Well, I knew my guy Just was here as well, so if they're not going to,
All right.
he was also here working out, so it was good to have him.
too.
No,
You know, right?
No, we've been together for a long time. Obviously working out over years together, but it was good to see Just here as well, working out with him, another vet, and then just to be around the young guys. I love it. I'm an addict. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I would do if I wasn't in the gym. So took the break off for a little bit, and then just got antsy. Wanted to get back. Wanted to work out. And started off as I think I showed up going with the lift. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I'm not here. I get a little worried about myself. So just came back, started lifting, and then the more we started working out and playing, it was just fun to be around the guys. And then, like I said, I think right when I started to feel like I was probably burned out for being here a lot in the summer, probably being a vet, I got different with my guy Justin, and we started playing more and more, being around each other. And it's just made being home easy for me. Like, it's already home. I love it. And once I decompress a little bit, and having guys like, I think a few weeks ago, probably a month ago, Christian told me it was like Christian Bate telling me, why am I here in Colin? So I took a break, like a week off, and then Just was like, yo, Reggie, you're better than me. Like, you need to take a break off. So I just took this past week off, and that was good enough vacations for me. It was about 2-3 stints where I was out, but I just love being around the game. I love being around the guys, and we know we have the best starting lineup in the league, so I think the rest of us, we know we're just trying to do our part, trying to get as much continuity as possible before we start, and trying to shore up this second unit.
You joked about having just got here. I'm curious if there's a moment in time where you really felt like you were a Denver Nugget, and if this time in particular is important to players feeling that way.
Yeah, I felt, of course, the transition was a little difficult, but now like the team made me feel welcome from the very moment I got here, and then honestly, I think right before we hit that playoff run, like feeling more integrated with the guys in the locker room, understanding our league a little more, and really just having a few games on my belt, but just like I said, being in the system, it started allowing me to feel like a Nugget. And we're trying to get Justin and everybody else acclimated as quickly as possible because we know we want to do something special.
Hey, Reggie.
Justin, sorry. Obviously, they want to sit next to the trophy. Is there a superstition with the trophy at all?
No, it's not that I didn't want to. I was just out of respect because Reggie wanted it. I was like, it's your time to sit next to him. Next year when we're here again, obviously.
How cool is it? I think the holidays are like the center of the basketball game.
Oh, see, there we go. See, now you're thinking team. He's thinking team, and I wasn't here.
That's awesome. It's really gosh. You're not supposed to touch it. It's all right.
I'm sorry. Maybe it was good. I didn't sit by it.
Justin, what was it like, just the conversations in the offseason, talking to maybe different teams? So what was the conversation with Calvin and maybe people with the Nuggets about coming here?
Yeah, conversations are usually always good. You're talking about, why they want you to come or how you can help or what they feel is what you bring that's important to the team. And speaking to Denver, which something funny, Denver wasn't even like, when I first was going to free agency or even thinking about it before it hit, I didn't know Denver was going to pop up. And so it was exciting to have them contact me. And then the conversations were great, talking about how I can, fit in, mostly about what they do here, which is important to me. They have a culture of winning, no egos, have a good mix of vets and younger players, which I think all those things are very, very important in one, winning, but as well as just actually just going to work and enjoying work. When you have to deal with certain other little things, it makes work hard. And I just believe coming here, work's going to be a lot easier to, go into each day, day in, day out, playing 82 games. So conversations were great. Conversations were real, which is again something I feel is important. It allows me to kind of really understand what I'm getting into. And it's pretty much as simple as that.
You say conversations were real. What was real about it?
What was real about it? Nothing being promised. That I don't have to work for whatever it is I get. Things could be different this night, that night. We don't really know what's going to happen, which is the way it's supposed to be. I mean, you haven't had me in front of you. You've only seen me play against you. You don't know how I mesh with this team. So I appreciate that more than someone like, yeah, you're going to come in, you're going to do this, and this, and that not be the case. I've been in this league 11 years. I know, I'm honest with myself. I know how this works. I've been traded, I've been signed a good amount of times, so I know what that conversation is supposed to look like. And the coach came, straight up was like, yeah, I don't know exactly how it's going to look. I know you're a person that fits well with our team and will fit well with our team. Exactly what that looks like, we're not sure yet. But I mean, if you come in, and I think the people that are supposed to be playing will, and that's I think the biggest thing. That's not always the case in every situation in the NBA, and that's just me being honest. And so, if I just have that opportunity, that's all I need. If I'm supposed to be out there, I will. If not, I'm not. And vice versa for anyone else, though. Even if it's not me or it's someone else, we're still going to have good teammates. We're going to have guys pushing each other. We're going to have guys leading one another, helping one another, and that's who I am. So,
Justin, have you, it's been a crazy week in NBA and the landscape's changed all that. Have you maybe thought about, let your mind wander to a Boston-Denver meeting someday?
yeah, of course. No, right when I found out in the text message, yeah. Matter of fact, let me give you a text message. My pop's there, right? So look, let me break this down. This is some good stuff because first of all, we're talking about my dad, and nobody knows much about my dad. And my dad's a father of 3, basketball NBA players. So he texts in the group chat of the family something like, I'm excited for you, congrats. Y'all gonna get another championship. And I'm like, hold on, I'm excited for him. We're excited, but we can play each other in the championship and we'll just get the next one. So yes, we've talked about this. This has been thought about, yes.
Nice.
So hopefully it happens, God willing.
How crazy has this last week been in the NBA landscape? Reggie, you're working with fans, it's the whole dynamics changed that fast.
Yeah, I mean, it's been crazy, but in my head, it's been upsetting, confusing, but that's the NBA for you, right? This is not the first time. I don't understand it, and I can go on record saying it makes no sense to me. But good for him now, he's still back in the place with a chance to win and then continue. But that's my main thing right now is thinking about Drew. I know we're talking about all of this stuff, Dame, and that's cool and all that, but Drew, I thought he was one of the guys that would never happen to.
So Reggie, when you think about yourself, like obviously you played here in Colorado in high school, got real ties to the state. What's it been like for you to be in a situation where you're playing for the Nuggets, you win a championship for the Nuggets, and now you have an opportunity to keep going from there and obviously to go win another one? What does that mean to you personally?
You went to high school in Colorado?
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up soon.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I've been best dream ever, bro.
That's crazy.
So no, I'm dreaming still. I don't think it's real. Like I literally, for some reason, I continue to hit my brother up, and I'm like, I'm gonna wake up eventually. Like, there's no way this can be real. One of the first ones with the franchise, being 45 minutes to an hour away home. Yeah, it was great. One of the first things I seen the little Colorado Coliseum when I first saw him getting off the airport. And him signing here last year, I was like, oh man, that's where I played my Elite 8 game. And I'm still just enjoying it. And then it's like our shooting coaches on staff. Justin, we've been working out probably since like my second, third year in the league. So this don't feel real. Like it's still don't feel real for myself.
He was playing pickup at UCLA again.
Let's see, so it don't feel real. Like I'm with a bunch of people that I've made great bonds with over my career, back home, in front of family. Yeah, I'm probably the happiest person on the team. Like I said, I never feel like this is real, and maybe in a few years or one day I'll wake up and it'll probably sink in that I was able to come home.
So what about,
I guess,
even with the ring night then obviously coming around, like,
oh, I'm gonna cry.
thoughts about that?
I don't know how I'm gonna cry, but I know I'm gonna cry. Like I've been telling myself I'm gonna keep it in, I'm gonna be cool, but like, yeah, I can't wait. Like I can't wait to start the season, but I'm like, man, same thing. You always watch the first game of the season, you watch people do their ring night, and you're like, oh snap, you get to be part of one. And like I said, here of all places, I've always envisioned winning a championship, but at home, my family ain't really got to travel to see the moment. My friends are gonna be here, hopefully my old coaches. Like, yeah, I can't wait.
Did they do anything special for you in the Springs or your high school or anything like that over there?
No, not yet. But I've been able to reach out and talk to them a little bit. So, yeah, y'all just got me, I think, in like the Hall of Fame. So I appreciate the Nuggets. I appreciate everything y'all have done. So y'all have made this career even better.
Justin, you mentioned your 11th year in the league, played 11 years. How would you evaluate your game now as a veteran, as opposed to when you were a little younger?
I'm a lot more polished, I'm smarter, play with a lot more pace. When I was younger, I was ultra athletic, ran around fast, was smart, but just went. I shoot better now too. I definitely shoot better now. So just a way more well put together basketball player. I think the biggest thing is I'm a lot stronger mentally. When I was younger, I was really hard on myself, ready to kick walls in on the simple stuff. Now I can go, shoot, I went 1 for 10 one game from 3, and it's like, yeah, whatever. I think that's the most important thing, is where I am mentally now, than where I was then.
What have the conversations been like with Jeff and Ish moving on, with more leadership for you, Reggie, and then for you, Justin, coming in 11 years to pick up that slack, I guess, if you will?
Collective. I think the conversations we're going to do collectively. Yeah, you can't make up for what Ish did, what Jeff did, what Bruce did, what they meant to this team, on the court, off the court, the way they carried themselves, leadership, mentoring the young guys. But we know we have to come in here and we can't replace them, but we have to be ourselves. We have to continue to be ourselves fully. Hopefully the team embraces what we can do with the team, and then we embrace what the team, how they can help us. But even with the young guys, talking to Christian, Peyton, some of the guys that have been here, fortunately us being here already, working out over this past summer and getting acclimated with the young guys. That's one thing we've all been talking about, is we have to do it collectively. They may not know it as much yet because they're younger pups, but like, I don't think Justin thinks or myself thinks we're just going to carry a unit, or it's just going to happen. Like, we know we're going to have to collectively figure it out, just like coaches are going to have to figure out what unit runs best. But ultimately, like I said, I think we understand we have the best starting 5 in the league, so it's going to be about how we support them and shoot 10, 12 of us on the bench. Like, how are we going to figure it out? How are we going to support that group? How are we going to find them resting minutes? And then if we do that, we feel like I said, that'll be a good formula, a great formula to give us a chance to do something special.
Reggie, did you know you were going to be back this season with the Nuggets?
No, I just knew, like I said, I knew I had a chance to sign up with the best team in the league. I feel like one of the smarter guys in the room by doing so. Getting a free ring. So it was fun showing up that. And then, yeah, I mean, the possibility is I always dreamed of having the opportunity to, play at home at some point, and especially it makes sense at this point in my career. And just happy the way the roster shaped out and giving me another opportunity to be back. But no, I wasn't sure. But if they wanted me, I knew it was a place I didn't want to leave.
Do you feel a lot more comfortable now rather than coming in towards the end of the season, like maybe working with some of the other players who've been around and getting into the system and stuff?
By far, just seeing it. Like, this is, even with Justin, I mean, seeing him a couple weeks ago when playing, I'm like, bro, it's probably going to annoy you at first playing here. Like, because the brand of basketball we play is just the right way. It's not common for a lot of people to play this way, especially.
It's not going to annoy me.
Well, it's not going to annoy you. The annoying part is like figuring it out first. Like, wait, the ball comes when it's supposed to, or like that.
You kind of be surprised about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's playing a pickup and just like kick heads and little things. I'm like, even little kick heads to him, but I'm like, I think even more he gets to play with our actual guys. It messed me up. I don't think I was frustrated. I remember pulling myself out of the game last year. I think I missed like 4 or 5 straight threes. And I was frustrated because I'm looking like, Jamal, why do you keep hitting me with the ball? I was like, we're just playing and you happen to be the guy open and you have to take your shots. Like, you have to be confident making the play. So getting acclimated to things like that, knowing, being ready instead of, it's always like learning. We all do it in life. Like, you have to learn your senior. You have to get comfortable where your home is. You have to get comfortable with your job. You have to get comfortable with just routine. So once you get routine, then the better you perform. So I was joking with him, like, the routine was messing me up because
You weren't used to it.
not at all. Just playing the right way, being rewarded, and that is very rare a lot in the league, the way you play, especially with your star. I mean, everybody in this room probably knows. I've heard fans since being here. I played against him, like, yes, when he's passed up shots that you think he's going to take because he's always making the right play and but like, it's very contagious, and we all try to play that way. And when you play the way he does, you have to always be ready, because as long as you do your job of being in the right place, you have to be ready, because any pass is always open, especially he's the best passer in the league. So you have to be ready. It's fun. You never know who's setting screens, who's coming off pick and roll. So being multi-versed in the game, and it just makes it more fun. But I think I'll be more up to speed with it, and the way Jess plays, I think he's going to flourish. I think people are going to be very excited to see what he can do. Cutting, he's had some already dunks and pickup. I don't know if I want to overhype him with his athleticism, but he's still got some young legs under this. The way he's shooting it, the way he was shooting it was great. So yeah, I think him and myself are going to have a lot of fun with this offense and the way that this team plays, just playing the right brand of basketball.
You guys have both said you've been in the practice gym a lot this summer. What's been your impression of Peyton and kind of the work he's put in as he tries to make that leap from rookie to rotation player?
You want me to answer? I'll say, other than just please stay healthy, and we'll let him answer it, because he's.
Yeah, I haven't been here for a little bit, but yeah, him being healthy, I think will be important. But I think he actually, from first year, second year, and me not even being with him last year, I think he understands the game a little more. I think a lot of rookies or even new kids, mindsets coming into the league, or even skill sets, a lot of them these days are dudes that are able to put the ball in the basket, right? Which they don't really get the team game piece, and it takes a while for them to get it. But I think Peyton gets it. And I said it, so I was on his team a couple of times playing, and Duke can cut. I don't know how much he cut last year, how effective it was, or how that happened, but he cuts very well. So I had about 5 assists to him, literally just cutting and running in front of somebody and getting the ball. I think he uses his body very, very well. Also his size. He looks a lot more mature to me than he did last year. And again, I'm answering this not being his teammate from the outside looking in. Again, the mental part, understanding this game, being slowed down, seeing his spots, and then even passing to other people as well. Those young dudes coming in trying to score. I think he's understanding the whole aspect of the game of basketball, and like he said, that's contagious. Being on a team like this, it's going to trickle down to everyone else, and I think he's getting it.
Justin, kind of just building on your experience in Indiana, actually, just some similarities maybe between the styles played with Domantas Sabonis and Nikola Jokic. Just how important do you think that experience was to you, where maybe you could build on some of those habits that you guys had?
Yeah, no, very, very important. I mean, most of my assists most of the time I got the ball from someone else to score was probably from, it was either him or TJ McConnell, but probably Sabonis. Sabonis played more. And those actions with bigs is what I love to do. Like I know like the back of my hand, I don't have to play with Jokic much to know what I'm getting into. Now, I mean, it might be even crazier. I might get more. That's what I'm hearing. But from a base standpoint, it's not going to be something I have to work on. Like, oh, I should probably cut this. I know I can throw him the ball, and whatever reaction I decide to do will be the right one. Because either I'm going to get the ball, somebody else is going to get the ball. I don't have to worry about being like, oh, dang, I should have did this. Or because I've had 2 or 3 years of experience with Domas. And, if you put the ball in the basket after you hand it out to them, they'll do it more and more. So I think it's going to work well. I've had most of my success in the NBA playing with a big that can pass, if we're speaking about me personally. But I think that's important for a team anyway. It's hard to guard a team that can pass it to a big man and he makes plays. Example, here, Warriors, when you can play it through a bigger guy in the middle, it gives everybody else a chance to move. I like to move. Reggie's going to move. Murray's going to move. Mike's going to move. KCP's going down the line of all the players that we have. They put this team together to be able to move around Jokic. So not just for myself, but other guys are going to be open. And I prefer to do it that way in playing basketball. And you'll see, even when I come in the game, like, hey, I can run the pick and roll, but if I catch the ball, usually I'm throwing it as quick as I can to the big, because it messes up everything else for everybody else. If he's holding the ball and I'm going to screen for Reggie, now we have 10 things we can do. How are you going to guard that? But you still have to worry about Jokic with the ball scoring, though. You feel me?
I like that, keeps the center away from it.
And it keeps that big all the way out. There's so much, I mean, we can talk basketball and go into this as much as we want, but that time with Sabonis, I guess we can say, got me really, really, really sharp for this time.
Go ahead, Brandon, last one.
Yeah, Reggie, I remember when Chauncey was later in his career, he always talked about not necessarily wanting to come back to Denver because he thought about when he'd come once, twice a year and have to get 30, 50 tickets. And it was kind of a sprint when you got here. And then you're into the playoffs. How nice will it be that things have calmed down, your friends presumably are older, you're not 21, 22, so they have lives and families, that you can just kind of see them through, they getting to play at home for 82 games, through the regular season.
That's been a little bit better. Tickets definitely were, yeah.
They're about to be 35. That's not
certain games. But nah, Chauncey definitely got it down right. It seems like you get a little older, requests are a little bit less, people have actual lives, kids have school, things like that. But it was a little hectic getting here first. It was fun though, being back home, just having people show up. We probably hopefully get it down to like 15 to 20. But no, it's fun just being, like I said, being a hometown kid and having those people that I've talked to throughout my whole career, talked to growing up, my whole life, my friends, my family, their families, being able to come out and support.
All right, thank you guys.
Really quick, the fly fishing photo, is that a real hobby or were you pandering to Colorado?
No, I'm an outdoors person.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah, I only did my second time fly fishing, but I didn't catch anything that time, but the first time I caught like 5. So,
All right.
you win some, you lose some.
Thank you.
So thank you.